If I ever needed a reason to grow my own food, I got food poisoning, bro. Costco beef. Costco ground beef, man. And the more I say it out loud, the more I'm like, yeah, I deserve it. But but yeah, I got food poisoning. And it's amazing to me, all of the precautions and protocols that so many of these grocery stores swear that they go through, only to then still allow stuff like that to get through. You know what I mean? Like, the meat wasn't expired. I had plenty of days left on it. Had literally bought it that day from the store, and now everything is liquid. The other thing to think about is when it comes to how long stuff can sit on a shelf and how long stuff takes to get from slaughter to the shelf. Those time periods are astronomical. Now, don't get me twisted, man. Beef has to hang. You know what I mean? Like, rigor mortis sets in. The meat's tough. You got to wait till that kind of relaxes out. So that's a couple of days, right? Sometimes they'll sit for 14 days, something like that. Cold environment, you know what I mean? It's in a good environment. It's healthy. It's sanctioned. It's just like not everybody goes through the precautions they swear they do. And this ain't necessarily to bash Costco specifically. I'm just saying in this instance, something wasn't done right from delivery through slaughter through, it being ground and put on the shelf. And it's always funny because you hear people saying like, oh, well, if you just let everybody make their own, then you'll have a lot more dead people. At least at that point, if I made my own ground beef and got sick, I'm to blame. Either I didn't keep something the right temperature or I didn't properly clean something and now it's in my food. But we're paying for the service of them keeping us safe, quote unquote, throughout the entirety of this entire process. So when they fail at that, and when their food makes you sick, and I mean sick, there should be some retribution. You gotta bust me back for that. And again, like I said, it would be one thing if there were never any sicknesses coming out of grocery stores, and no recalls or anything like that. But if I'm going to possibly be sick anyway, why not be sick and learn from it and get it to where I have the process ironed out to where I don't have to worry about getting sick anymore, rather than trusting people who don't have my best interest at heart and only want my dollars to keep me from getting sick and me never learning the skills I need to take care of my own food.